Hey guys, Andrew here. This is a general tutorial for all of our Church Essentials websites. In this tutorial, we're going to look at updating our SEO down here, which is our search engine optimization. Search engine optimization, it helps with our ranking on Google and other search engines, and it also helps with making sure that when we share something, people see what we want them to see. And so we're going to look at two areas. We're going to look at the main SEO area here. If you're on your dashboard, just click on SEO, and we're also going to look at on-page SEO. On-page search engine optimization. So you could go through every page on your website and you can change the title that Google sees, the snippet that Google sees, that Facebook sees, and you can add an image so that only that image gets shared. And I recommend doing this for every page so that when something is shared or when your site is indexed by Google, that everything is in its proper place and things only get seen if you want them to be seen. I'm sure we've all seen the pages that get shared on Facebook. A link will get shared, and it just has some random content in the description. I'm going to show you how to fix that. First is most of this is already set up for you to go ahead and share what needs to be shared, what needs to be seen. You don't really have to mess with too much of this up here. If you want to, you can read through all this, but for the most part, it's already squared away and ready for you to begin using on your website. We'll scroll down here. The first thing you can see here is the title separator. So you can change the separation between the page here and the page or the site title, the site name. You can add in some other things if you want to. For example, I like it when the site name is on the left and the page name is on the right. We can scroll down a little more. The description meta settings. The meta description can be used to determine the text used under the title in a search engine result or when you share a link on Facebook. We don't have to worry about that here as well. The homepage settings. So when your homepage is shared, this is the title that people see. So we want to say that this is the River Essentials. If I can spell right, website. That's the tagline. You can see it changing right here. Here's the site title. You can change the site title as well to be whatever you really want it to be. I would pick something that would help you in Google, like River Essentials Church site, Smyrna, Georgia, like your location, church in Smyrna, something along those lines to help it be discovered locally. And then you can change the site description. We are a church in Smyrna, Georgia, and I would make that a little longer. I would make it till it's more out here. You can make that longer. So and then use those keywords that you want to get discovered by when people search. Use those here as well in the homepage description. The social media settings, you can add an image here so that this is the media fallback image. So if one of your pages doesn't have as many photos, or if you want to specify, I want this to be the main photo people see when our page is shared, you can upload one here. I recommend using the dimensions here, 1200 by 630. Facebook plays nice with those. And I recommend that your fallback image be something that has like your logo and church name on it, because it can be a large image that's shared in the link, and so you want it to be immediately associated with your church. I'm just going to select a random one here and say use this image. You can crop it to fit how you want to, but just imagine this image right here with your maybe faded a little bit, but with your logo, church name on it. And so I'm going to crop that image, and it's going to put it right there. You can go through all of these, and here is the Facebook integration settings for our Church Essential site. If you need help tailoring some of these. We'd love to work with you to integrate Facebook a little more deeply or Twitter a little more deeply into your website. You can get a Facebook app ID, and you just click on these little help articles, and it can walk you through that. A quick Google search on creating a Facebook app um, will help here as well, and it'll give you the links when you create it that you need to put here. The schema settings. Schema is the structured data that search engines see. We have another place where you can actually change and specify some of the schema data, the structured data on a page-by-page basis. And that's in another tutorial. That goes a long way in helping search engines see exactly what you are, and it helps your search ratings a lot as well. You got to remember that website is a lot more than just a few pictures and buttons and colors. We want to make sure that that people are finding us when they search for us, and that Google sees us as a viable site. You shouldn't have to change anything here with the robot settings. The robots are the things that Google uses to crawl your sites. And let's see. We can scroll down a little more. If you have an IT guy that's using Google Webmaster, all these verifications, this helps get your site maps and everything on Google. We can help you with these settings as well if you would like. Sitemap settings here as well. And that's the basic overview of doing SEO here on the back end. I'd really recommend going ahead and doing the social media settings here for Facebook especially. A lot of your website visitors probably will come from Facebook. And so setting these app IDs up, and I would recommend using the other schema output where you can create the data. This just pulls the data that already exists here. The other place that we do this, you create a schema markup for an individual page or service or anything like that. And I would really recommend going ahead and getting these webmaster settings in so that it doesn't have SEO value, but you gain benefits in ranking insights, and it helps you improve your website's content, seeing what people are coming here for. Now we're going to go to an individual page, and we're going to see what on-page SEO looks like. For this, we're gonna go to a sermon. We're going to edit this sermon, and this will pull up the back end where you add all the MP3s and the video embed code and all that fun stuff. And if you scroll down, you'll see sermon SEO settings. And here you can add fire needs fuel. I'm gonna change this just to, actually I'm gonna that works. I'm gonna leave that the same. And here you'll see what I mean when I talk about custom sermon description. You see how it's just pulling preacher series. It's got this weird sermon description, and it's just pulling from the content that it sees on your site. So here you can add a synopsis of your sermon so that when it's shared, this is the snippet that people see. You can do the same here. I'm going to copy this and click on social, and it's the same here. You can add that synopsis. Twitter description is copied there. Another place, like here's a place where you can select another image. Again, these image sizes work well for Facebook. I like to go ahead and set this to whatever I had the featured image or the sermon image set to. And that's pretty simple. You shouldn't have to change anything in the visibility. And so we're going to scroll back up here after we make those changes, and we're going to click update. And let's go ahead and view the sermon. And here you'll see on the share this, let's click Facebook. And you'll see now that the snippet that's shared is whatever you put into that SEO box when we just edited that page, and then you can post it to Facebook just like that. And that's how you change the SEO settings site wide, and that is how you work on the SEO for your individual pages. And it's like that for every page, sermon, event, anything. Every page, every post is going to have the page SEO settings here at the bottom. Strongly recommend every time you make a page that you feel like is going to be shared anywhere, go ahead and update the page title and the description so that it would look good if it was being shared.